In the beginning, there was only darkness, an endless expanse of emptiness that stretched beyond the infinite. And then suddenly, there was everything. Following the incursions of all realities, the universe as we know it stands as the 8th iteration of its kind. While we don't know much about the first 5, what we do know is that the 6th universe was much similar to ours. Within it resided the X-Men, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and a myriad of familiar entities. In the twilight of its life, the 6th universe gave way to a being known as the Dweller in Darkness. A demon hailing from the dimension of Evernigh, the Dweller in Darkness sustained and bolstered its powers by feeding on the fear of living beings. Seeking to recreate reality and be born anew as the multiverse's supreme ruler, the Dweller in Darkness fractured the Imkron crystal, which in turn would extinguish the universe by pulling in the multiverse and destroying its inhabitants. While the Dweller in Darkness was thwarted due to the Phoenix Force uniting the minds of the universe's inhabitants in peace, the end of reality could not be stopped. With the radiation of the universe's destruction permeating all existence, a space explorer named Galen of the planet Ta turned to his race's knowledge of science and technology in an effort to both halt the spread of cosmic radiation, as well as prevent the end of all things. Failing to find a solution, in the final moments of the multiverse, the 6th universe's version of eternity merged with Galen with the intention of being born anew in the new multiverse as a singular being of immense power. Following this, the cosmic egg of the 7th multiverse brewed and stirred, amassing energy and gravity until it reached critical mass and exploded outward with a big bang. With its primitive universe consisting of swells of energy, the first form of life to emerge were the cosmic entities, the chief among them being eternity and infinity. Serving as twin concepts, eternity represented time and infinity represented space, and while the notions of both time and space were relative to the birth and eventual death of the universe, the power of these two beings hailed from the very fabric of the universe itself. Following this, eternity spawned a series of child entities including empathy, eulogy, expediency, entropy, epiphany, enmity, and eon, all of whom represented aspects of life. In addition to this, eternity and infinity were joined by Lord Chaos and Master Order, representing the opposing forces of absolute order and absolute chaos in the universe. Death, representing the end of life. Oblivion, representing the nothingness between the collapse and rebirth of universes. The Phoenix Force, representing the total sum of all psionic energy that currently, has ever, and will ever exist, as well as a host of other entities, each representing one or more facets of the universe. Where the various entities work to understand their place in the cosmos, the universe itself continued to unfold, giving way to a multitude of races which fell and were replaced in turn. While some of these races left behind single immortal members who came together known as a group called the Elders of the Universe, another race was emerging as the technological superior of the universe. As the most advanced society at the time, the enigmatic race came to view themselves as a guiding force for good, christening themselves the Watchers, and helping other races to achieve greater heights through technological advancement. But when one of the races destroyed themselves with nuclear weapons, the Watchers retreated from their role as a guiding force and instead became chroniclers of the universe as it unfolded. During this time, a race known as the Celestials began to appear, achieving an extreme level of technology that allowed the race to move beyond their original forms, taking on a higher level of existence as pure states of energy. Numbering in the billions, at the height of their population, the Celestials were met by an equally powerful foe named the Aspirants, who viewed the Celestials as a challenge to the dominance of all existence. Engaging in a war that lasted centuries, where the Aspirants decimated the ranks of the Celestials using the God-Killer armor, the Celestials eventually defeated the Aspirants, wiping them from the universe entirely, leaving no sign of their existence, with the exception of records kept and passed down through generations. Following this, Galen had remained in hibernation, all the while building a suit designed to both contain his energies, as well as regulate those energies to keep from destroying him. Emerging several billion years after the universe's formation, Galen was met with an uncontrollable hunger for energy, found only in planets capable of supporting life. Setting his sights on Archaeopia, which was immersed in civil war, Galen destroyed the warring fleets and consumed the planet, going forward as Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. With the universe continuing to unfold following its creation and the formation of Galactus alongside the cosmic entities, the Celestials continued their role as scientists and explorers. Planting seeds inside of planets which in turn would yield more Celestials, the role of Galactus became a force for containment as much as it was destruction, and that his consumption of life-sustaining planets ensured that the Celestials' population remained in check and kept the race from overtaking the universe. During this time, and around 3.5 billion years ago, the Earth began to take form along with the concept of pocket dimensions. Existing within the main Marvel universe, pocket dimensions served as small sections of reality, accessible only through rifts within the fabric of space-time. While these dimensions were largely devoid of life, the Earth was taking shape through the process of evolution. Giving way to the Elder Gods who were born through the planet's magical energies, this time period also saw the rise of Sublime as a bacterial organism capable of infecting other organisms around it and bending them to its will. Bearing witness to the evolution of Earth, Sublime watched from the shadows as the Elder Gods began consuming one another and transforming into demons, forcing the goddess Gaia, who represented nature, to summon the Demiurge, the sentience of Earth, and the creator of the Elder Gods. Mating with Gaia and being born in physical form, Demiurge began to consume all the Elder Gods with the exception of Sidorak, the Vishanti, Mephisto, Dormammu, and a handful of others, who escaped to pocket dimensions, after which Demiurge retreated and merged with the sun.
I'm doing what I enjoy doing. It's like other men like to play golf, so they play golf every chance they can. So you don't say to them, how come you're playing golf today? You played last week. It was the same with me. To me, it is such fun creating characters, writing stories. It's an exciting life. And when you do something that you know the fans seem to enjoy, that gives you such satisfaction, you don't want to stop. Writing comes very easily to me. Everything else in the world is tough, but writing, I don't have any problem with that. I can't write fast enough to keep up with the things I want to say. I think you never outgrow your love of these stories of giants and ogres and witches and all of that. Superhero comics give you that.